It's a story of French rivalry. Thibaut, PINOT and Romain BARDET both had a chance to succeed the last local winner in Mende, Jalabert, 20 years after. The 2014 Tour de France revealed them to the top, but this year they had more trouble on the roads. The youngsters took part in the day's breakaway and in the final ascent they dropped all their companions. But playing cat and mouse put them in trouble. The AG2R and FDJ leaders both lost. Steve Cummings came back from behind and gave them a tactical lesson. It's the third stage win for a Briton in this 2015 Tour and the first one in history for an African team. The systems have suffered between Muret and Rodez, yet the leaders were present at the finish. Chris Froome warned that with the heat and a new steep final climb, the Jalabert climb, some will lose ground, including himself. Why not? The Raiders tried to take the lead in the beginning of the stage, but the race was nervous. It took an hour and a half to have a clear breakaway. In the plain, first two groups were out of the pack. At the intermediate sprint in Millau, Sagan offered himself new points to secure his green jersey, and the second group joined the first one. Yesterday's top three riders, Van Avermaet, Sagan and Bakelans, were in the lead again. Thibaut, PINOT, Romain BARDET also featured in the breakaway group with the hope to win. Climbers Simon Yates and Rigoberto Urán shared the same hope. There were 20 in all. The time gap with the pack soon reached 8 minutes with 90 kilometers to go. Michel Golas of Ethics Quick-Step tried his luck 27 kilometers to the finish line after the Côte de Sauveterre passed. This attack had the merit to give back some energy to the breakaway riders. Golas and Christian Koren, the Slovenian, were caught back in the Col de la Croix-Neuve pass. Romain BARDET seemed stronger in attack several times, but at the top Thibaut PINOT came back, followed by Steve Cummings. The latter was the fastest to cross the finish line and gave the first stage win to Team MTN for their first Tour de France. A little after the leaders arrived, and like Froome predicted, there were some attacks. Quintana tried, but the Briton was always responsive, and the other big guns finished later.
I saw PINOT was behind me, and he's cautious in the corner, so I threw caution to the wind, and got a little gap, and then I think I'm pretty confident with those climbers that the gap on the flat or downhill, it's difficult to catch me.
The two Frenchmen, PINOT and BARDET, poorly handled the end of the road, while Cummings was the king. The favourites peloton came home nearly 4 minutes adrift, with Froome ahead of Quintana. Romain BARDET narrowed the gap on Froome at the GC with his result. At the GC, he is 12th, 4 minutes to the top 10. Nairo Quintana passed TJ Van Garderen in the final ascent, and at the GC, he's the new number 2. Contador moves up at the expense of Geraint Thomas. At last, the stage profile will be flat on the 183 kilometers of the way from Mende to Valence. It will be the last opportunity for the sprinters to shine before the Champs-Élysées, the last one also for the raiders who least like the mountain. Tomorrow they will only encounter one difficulty, the Col de l'Escrinet, 55 kilometers to the finish line.